The invasion by the North Koreans of South Korea was an act of aggression designed to bring the whole of the Korean peninsula under communist control.
If you want to remain free, you had better be strong, because the world is dangerous and there are wolves out there.
The United States would not tolerate aggression anywhere in the world whereby free peoples were going to be under the foot of tyrants.
This is an account of an 8-day battle that tragically affected the lives of those who fought it. It is also a story of a little understood war that effectively altered the world for generations yet to come.
After high school graduation in 1950, the Korean War broke out, and all young guys my age had Korea on their mind.
I was a young man, not quite finished high school. 3 of us were just roaming the streets, looking at girls, couldn't get a job.
So my friends and I got a little bit eager and decided to volunteer for Korea.
All I really knew about war was what I learned in history books, and the United States always won.
I trained as an Army photographer. I looked at my assignment on my orders and I said, "What's this? I'm a photographer and I'm going to an infantry unit."
Our company was responsible for manning Outpost Harry. I said, "Where's Outpost Harry?" And they said, "Oh, it's up out in front of the main lines." I said, "What do you mean out in front of the main lines?"
At first glance, O.P. Harry would seem to be a worthless piece of ground occupied by the Chinese communists.
This particular outpost would become the center of one of the most significant battles, if not the decisive moment in the Korean War.
A group of us were called out. They said, "We don't expect you to come back from this patrol."
He said, "This is a hold at all costs situation." He said, "Do you know what hold at all costs means?" I said, "Yes, sir, I think so."
Hold at all costs, to maintain your position or die trying, with no possibility of retreat.
He said that if anybody tried to leave, he would personally shoot us himself.
We went on Outpost Harry. We were walking on bodies for almost a mile up on the hill.
There's chunks of human flesh on the top of the barbed wire. There was blood running in the trenches, and there was nobody up there to tell me what was going on.
But these soldiers were not alone.
The Chinese came on the loudspeakers just as we got set up and welcomed us to no man's land, as they call it.
Hello, GIS. Now we have a very important message for you. The Chinese People's Army can fight like hell.
And if you don't think that won't give you a bad feeling, you're wrong.
I said to my gunner, "It's after midnight." And he said, "You think they're going to show?" I said, "I believe they will."
Άρχισε ο εχθρός, πέρασαν αρκετοί και ήρθαν κοντά στα σειρματοπλέγματα. Όπου βλέπουν σκιά, πυροβολούν.
He was standing on top with a grenade drawn back to throw in the doorway when I cut loose with my machine gun.
The Chinese was pouring over the trench line into the trench. I was just firing automatic, just dead center. They wasn't 5-10 yards from me.
It took me a second or two before I shot one, but then once you get started at it, you're just like a rabid dog.
Fire, 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 fire. If you got artillery, you better be shooting it.
When about half of those Chinese soldiers got up on Harry, then someone set that napalm off and set those Chinese on fire.
You'd see it burn and you wonder, how can anything survive? 2 hours later, they're cropping up out of holes like rats coming after you.
我们打下了他的8次冲锋，一颗大石头是那个石头。
他委托我给他家里写信啊，我就翻他这个衣服上啊。可是7月份正是朝鲜的雨季。
On the first night, the U.S. side fired over 100,000 high explosive rounds.
It looked like one gigantic 4th of July fireworks display.
No words can adequately describe the noise, the dirt, the screams.
I was sitting there looking at that, I said, oh my God. I said, it's a lot of guys is leaving this world tonight.
And it was like mind playing on you. How many times can you shoot and how many can you kill to psychologically break you down?
We have less than 20 men, no water, no food, no ammo, and almost no workable weapons.
Patients start streaming in, and then just more and more.
我做护士工作，护理那么多的伤员。
I'd say put those legs with that head and put that chest of that guy with that head because they were all blown apart.
Sometimes you just felt like, how much more can I look at this?
We love our comrades, we love the flag, we love our country, but it's not that exciting to say that you held at all cost when you were the cost.
We could not have estimated that for 8 straight nights this would continue, that the order hold at all costs would not be just a one-stop situation, but one in which the whole psychology of the American forces was at stake.
I'm not saying that I'm real brave. I was scared. But that hill was very important to the well-being of our bodies below us.
A hero isn't someone wearing a spandex suit and a cape. A hero is a person who puts themselves at risk for the benefit of another, whether that other is next to them on the battlefield or a generation that hasn't even been born yet. There's no doubt in my mind that those who fought on Outpost Harry are all heroes.
This is the story of forgotten soldiers in a forgotten battle, in a forgotten war.
That's what hold at all costs meant. I did it. I lost most of my company, who we held.